Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Marko Perković Thompson, media response to false information. So you guys said we should watch this to see why the concert was of significance that it was. Like why so many people got there.
who is this
Marko
hosting
Perković
this?
Thompson is undisputedly the most popular performer for Croatians all over the world. The most popular song among Croatians is Lijepolisi, You Are Beautiful, which has become somewhat of an anthem at practically every event and social gathering. It has also been adopted as the team song for the Croatian national soccer squad. His music is renowned for inspiring everyone, from famous artists to sporting legends.
Right, so I kind of figured that it was very
You said that. Yeah.
nationalistic music.
That it gave you even like a sporting event, like a soccer event.
Yeah.
Croatian boxing champion and WBC title holder Filip Hrgović is inspired by Marko Perković and uses one of Thompson's hits as his ring intro. The small nation's most renowned public figure is married with 5 children and is widely respected for his strong Christian values. The positive message in his music has become the focus of his career over the decades. His enormous contributions to society have even been acknowledged by the Vatican, where he was the special
Oh,
guest.
wow. So he's like there, like, that's like a big star. That's a big
So
big
I
deal.
guess his genre of music is like Christian rock then.
Marko Perković Thompson first gained notoriety for a song that he wrote and recorded during the Homeland War for independence, and Thompson's legacy was to become a heroic war veteran, personifying patriotism and pride. Thompson's sheer popularity and social influence is a provocation for his adversaries and the adversaries of Croatian independence that mourn the loss of communist Yugoslavia. These adversaries are relentless in feeding news outlets.
So he was no part of the war, I guess, fighting for the country.
Wow. He's like Superman.
Seems like it, yeah.
Diplomatic officers and foreign governments false
Imagine if that's your dad. That's cool.
You know what's interesting? When we've
What?
done most famous like Croats,
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing this guy on that list.
misleading and defamatory lies. Over the years, Marko Perković Thompson has been a victim of sporadic, false, and inaccurate stories where he was grossly misrepresented by major media outlets that have often retracted the stories, citing misinformation from other sources.
Oh.
In all cases, Marko Perković Thompson was never afforded the opportunity of a right to reply. A prime example was the false reporting of the welcoming of the national soccer team on their return to Croatia from the famously successful World Cup campaign as runners-up. Thompson was invited to perform his biggest hit, Lijepolisi, You Are Beautiful. City officials chose to cut the power, and the world's greatest soccer player, Luka Modrić, was so enthusiastic to hear his favorite song, Geni Kameni. Modrić rallied the huge crowd together with Thompson for a sing-along.
Wow. This is a lot of people.
News outlets were quick to publish a variety of false reports, making ludicrous claims. Although the headlines were later changed and the stories edited, the
I wonder why they call him pro-fascist. Because I mean, I get it how his concerts come off like nationalistic, like, but that's
Yeah.
just national pride. There's nothing really wrong with being proud of your country. Like, as long as you don't believe like, oh, your country should go take over other countries, I don't really see a problem with being patriotic. It's like, I don't know.
damaging false
I guess maybe like in Europe, that patriotism, because like where we see like what's so weird for a lot of people coming to America, how patriotic America is, they kind of describe it as a bad thing, like, oh, American flags everywhere. But like watching, being used to seeing the flags here in Croatia celebrate,
But this is because I see it's a lot of people all together. That's why I feel like maybe they can see him as, wow, you kind of started a lot of commotion. That can be off-putting to some people.
I mean, it does seem like he has a lot of power to rile
Yeah.
up the people, though. If he
Yeah.
wanted to run for politics, I think he could be successful.
reports left a bitter taste. These stories are not only defamatory of Marko Perković, but they are an act of discrimination. and the defamation of Croatian people as a whole. Yugoslav communists have been persistent in trying to paint a false picture of Croatians.
He looks just like a normal person to me.
Yeah. So, hold up, the bans were justly reversed. Wow, so the countries ban him based on misinformation. What? And
Probably they don't want all this commotion. You see all this? They don't want this in their city. They said nope.
Part of the last century, and media publishing false stories is participating in that very persecution of the Croatian people.
the band has been accused of what?
False stories is participating in that.
The band has been accused of glorifying Croatian fascism for years. What is so? Croatian is a fascist country? I never known that. What? But I don't.
Very persecution of the Croatian people. Any
The band has no.
respectful media should not be associated with
Yeah,
such an
I
injustice.
think other countries find it problematic
This
that he's
must
the
stop.
patriot.
Collectively, as Croatian people, and together
Especially
with
if
Marko
it seems like
Perković,
it's mostly the Croatian pride. I can imagine going to like another country like Italy and saying, okay, Croatian pride in Italy. That maybe is what creates kind of a commotion. I don't know.
Freedom of speech, isn't it though?
Well,
Here in the States,
who
like-
you asking? You freedom of speech? Who you asking?
No, but like here in the States, let's say the Mexican artists come and perform, or like Shakira come here perform in Miami. All the Colombians pull up with their flags. Colombian pride.
But you know who also pulls up? Ice.
to deport
Ice,
people.
Ice baby.
we wish to once again repeat
Right, but yeah.
that we oppose fascism. We oppose communism. Put simply, we oppose any and all forms of totalitarianism that infringe on liberty and freedom. We embrace peace for all people of the world. Thank you.
Official response. Yeah, I wonder why is this narrative that he's a fascist? Because
Someone doesn't like how much power he has.
is it something so simple because it's like patriotic? Because I don't feel like that there should be sufficient reasoning to say that though.
But even like imagine like the history of Croatia and other
I
countries.
get it.
too.
I get it.
That doesn't help. I mean, even like when it comes to like acknowledging like inventions, it's also a problem. Like this misinformation. Like for example, for ties.
Yeah, we never knew that the ties were
yeah.
invented by Croatians. Yeah.
Can I see
That-
the comments?
Yeah, I think wasn't that
They said someone else did. They said no,
there was
no,
a
no, no.
was it Nicholas Tesla who's like Croatian
Yeah,
/ Serb and
Serbian,
both countries are
and it's
trying to
like,
claim it. Yeah, I think it was
I think
Tesla.
I think
yeah.
just like misinformation just happens. It's
Mm.
with Croatian countries like neighboring it or who are spreading this false information.
Thank you for the facts. I was at the concert on Hippodrome. Over 4,000 people inside and over 100,000 outside watching for free. Oh wow! No one pushed me. No one stepped on my toes. I never felt so safe. Yeah, we did watch that video behind the scenes, kinda. Yeah, people weren't really pushing. It was plenty of space.
It's just like it's interesting to hear a European country say that we are a proud people. We love
Yeah,
our country.
I think that's the thing in Europe. Yeah.
Croatia is born in blood.
Yeah. Well, it is because the whole war.
Yeah.
I
It's giving red, white, and blue. Like we really.
it is
patriotic.
like it's giving very like American
Yeah,
patriotism, which is
yeah.
in Europe for whatever reason frowned upon.
Yeah, it is.
But here in the States, it's so acceptable that to me, just seeing this patriotism, I guess for Europe it hits close to home because that's I guess what Hitler was maybe.
Yeah.
But
I can see that.
that doesn't. I think there is a big jump from being proud of your country and wanting your country to take over another country. I feel like that's like a very big gap there. I don't think it's fair to assume at all that just because you're patriotic about this country means you want to take over another
But
country.
given the history, no one's taking a risk. Okay. They see a little bit of pride. They say, "You one step away from what?"
Yeah, sure.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. It's always share as much kindness as possible.